कि दुनिया में वो लोग ही कामयाब होते हैं जो खुली आँखों से ख्वाब देखते हैं। ओके, जो रात को हम ख्वाब देखते हैं वो तो देयर मस्ट बी अ नंबर ऑफ साइकोलॉजिकल रीजंस, लेकिन जो ख्वाब आप अपने बारे में खुली आंखों से देखते हैं और उनके पीछे आप पड़ जाएं कि नहीं मुझे ये हासिल करना है, एक्चुअली हम वही ख्वाब पूरे होते हैं जो हम खुली आंखों से देखते हैं। दिस इज़ डॉक्टर तारिक उमरानी. I am currently serving as Director, Institute of English Language and Literature, University of Sindh, Jamshoro. I started my career in Sindh University as a teaching assistant, and then I became lecturer, and then of course I was lucky enough that I got a scholarship along with a number of our other colleagues in Sindh University way back in 2006 and 7, and I got my PhD from UK in Swansea University, and I come to this point. But before I talk about my current status and what I'm doing as a teacher here in Sindh University, and there are some efforts that I'm making as a director, I would like to take you back to my journey of education. Okay, I basically come from Hyderabad. My birth and then my early education all took place in Hyderabad. I had my education in some way. I was also associated with University of Sindh because Model School, which is now Dr. N.A. Baloch Model School, famously known. I had my early education from that school. Once upon a time, it was a wonderful, prestigious institute, and so I had my education there. I also got my intermediate education there. I was in pre-engineering group. But of course, I wasn't able to join any engineering university. Initially, I thought that because at that time it was in mid-90s that I completed my intermediate education. I was thinking to join a computer science field, but then since my father has been part of civil service, so I had always at the back of my mind that I would like to join civil service. So this was the reason that I first joined International Relations Department in University of Sindh. Then I switched to Department of English. It was a wonderful learning experience. I can briefly talk about my journey in university. That in international relations I was able to understand much about international politics and world history, especially European history. These subjects actually are very useful. Any potential candidate for CSS, they understand that they are very important for the understanding of the world literature and world politics. But I also realized that maybe Department of English would actually help me more if I switch there for my civil service career, or even for my job prospects in future. So this was the reason. And then another more important reason, because as I said earlier, my father also had association with Department of English. So this was also one of the important reason and the motivation, because we had always heard, we did not have to wait for joining university to become familiar with Shakespeare or Milton or other important writers, because we had seen and we had gone through some of the books even before joining university, thanks to my great father, Gul Muhammad Umrani. So I joined Department of English. It was in 1998. I can recall, okay, because though it has been more than 20 years, but I still vividly remember that it wasn't easy for me like many other students. Once you join, and then because the challenge and then the task that required to complete the degree successfully, I had to go through of course a lot of effort, and then even I can share without feeling any shame that in some cases even I had to improve certain papers, though I did not fail, but to get a good score. Because nowadays when a student think that they are not getting good score, they just think that maybe the kind of a stigma. But then I'm just sharing this thing with our youngsters, because when they are focused, when they know what they want to achieve in life, okay, so we can't achieve things just by making a single effort. Okay, we need to understand that the success actually is achieved after repeated efforts. So as far as this my journey of MA in Sindh University is concerned, I remember for the first semester was very tough for us, and like many of us, who came from MA side, we had to actually make a lot of effort to understand the nature of the subject, the requirement that how we can actually get a degree, not only pass, we have to pass the degree, but we have to actually get first class. The final year seemed a bit easier because I was able to get hold of the subject itself, and then once I qualified MA, I was offered the job of teaching assistant, and I became, okay, we call it teaching assistant now. At that time, it was called research associate, actually one and the same thing. So I became like many young people. So I actually feel proud to tell our young people that when we see some people who either have completed a PhD or they have achieved something in life, or they actually are at any position at the moment, see, that is not actually by any stroke of chance. Behind every effort there is a lot of consistent hard work. And then I would be adding one more thing here, because as a student in Sindh University, I can say that thanks to my family and my parents, my mother and father, that I did not have a lot of financial issues. Okay, I come from, I can say that, a middle class family, so I did not have that problem of a financial side. Because we see that in Sindh University there are many students, they struggle on both sides. They need financial support, which in many cases they don't have, and there are other students who, alongside financial problems, they also have academic problems, because they never had a proper education. We all know what is actually the background of our public sector schools and colleges. So I can say I won't be taking a lot of credit, because I would rather say that the credit goes to my family, the credit goes to my father especially. It was because of him that we were familiar, okay, if we talk about English language, if we talk about the subject itself. So I always had a wonderful support available at me. If I would like to take some credit, that yes, despite the fact that I had this financial and then academic and intellectual support at home, which was always available, but despite that, the message is we need to work hard. No matter you might have an educated parents, you have all the facilities, because this is what we see now. I will be coming to this point later on, but at the moment I'm just talking about. So even though I had these this assistance or the help from the family, but I had always believed in hard work. And then I have always believed in, as I said earlier, that even I had to sometimes reappear in the paper so that I could get my required scores, because I had always this thing in my mind that I have to complete my degree with first class, because that actually gives you a better age, that gives you an advantage, that you would have better job opportunities. So it is just a simple, my personal experience. Then I can share with you my experiences in UK while doing my MA TESOL and even PhD, that at every journey in life, especially we talk about the academic one, professional life comes later on. The important thing is hard work. But alongside hard work, another thing which I would like to share with my young people, that consistency is the most important thing. Okay, because this is what we see. I have been teaching now for almost 20 years. I believe now in 21st century, or what kind of trends are now popular, we just see that our youth is rather very hasty. Okay, they actually just want quick fixes. They just want a solution very quickly. They just believe that कि भाई ये मैंने काम किया था, मैंने कोशिश की थी, नहीं हुआ, and then they just give up. See, the life is the name of continuous struggle, continuous hard work. And then alongside I can speak this for myself and even a number of so many of our friends, my classmates, who actually worked hard during MA, and some of them actually, even though they graduated, they did their MA in second class, which again was not easy, okay, because in English department it has never been easy to successfully qualify and get your degree in time. So there have been many students and our friends who realized that fine, once now they have their degree, but some wanted to become a lawyers, so they actually worked on that. Some people wanted to join civil service. I know that not many people were able to get through in a single attempt. So the moral of the this brief story that I'm talking about myself is that hard work absolutely is the key, but alongside hard work, it is the consistency, it is the the passion, okay, that one must have to achieve one's goal. That is very important in life, because those people, okay, frankly I would rather be sharing कि दुनिया में वो लोग ही कामयाब होते हैं जो खुली आँखों से ख्वाब देखते हैं। ओके, जो रात को हम ख्वाब देखते हैं वो तो देर मस्ट बी अ नंबर ऑफ साइकोलॉजिकल रीजंस, लेकिन जो ख्वाब आप अपने बारे में खुली आँखों से देखते हैं और उनके पीछे आप पड़ जाएं कि नहीं मुझे ये हासिल करना है, एक्चुअली हम वही ख्वाब पूरे होते हैं जो हम खुली आँखों से देखते हैं। तो दिस इज़ व्हाट आई एम ट्राइंग टू से हियर, दैट द थिंग्स that we want to achieve, we have to be persistent, we have to be very consistent in our effort. Only then we are able to achieve that. I was there as a teaching assistant. There was a time that I lost patience, and then in the middle I just gave up, and then I left Sindh University. Okay, I came back again and I became a lecturer, and then I can say that myself, and it was during 2005 and 6 that HEC had actually come in place, and then there were a number of career opportunities for a scholarship to study abroad. लेकिन वो भी कुछ ऐसा ही नहीं हुआ कि भाई हर किसी को scholarship मिल जाएगी. So in Sindh University, the funding was available, but the important thing was those scholars who will qualify a GRE, and then a GRE exam which was actually conducted by NTS, वो आजकल भी होता है. Some students, I'm sure they are familiar with this exam. So that was a requirement, and then of course not everybody was able to qualify that. So those who qualified, some of our friends left for PhD in 2006, okay, but I started my MPhil leading to PhD journey in UK in 2007. तो इसके पीछे भी आई रिमेंबर when somebody shared with me कि I have to go through the GRE exam, I saw that there was a maths, okay, even though I had been engineering student, but अब वो यूनिवर्सिटी में वो मैथ्स हमने छोड़ दी थी. I still remember my friend Dr. Abdul Wahid Jatoi in Kasmabad. I would go to his home, and there was another friend, Mr. Sher Mohammad Ghoto Saab. He's also a university teacher now. He actually was the one who helped me in mathematics. So see, like this is another example. अगर आपने कुछ हासिल करना है तो वो चीज़ के लिए उसको सीखने में कोई हिचकिचाहट या कोई शर्म महसूस करने की ज़रूरत नहीं है. So I realized, because my English was quite good, I was able to get hold of that part quite easily. But mathematics, or there is analytical reasoning, ये component होता है GRE में. For that I had to prepare, I had to seek help from a friend, and of course I just worked on that. This was the reason I was able to qualify GRE. So by sharing this example or this brief story, I am telling you कि अगर मैं वो GRE नहीं कर पाता तो maybe I would never have got a chance to do PhD abroad. So maybe I might have done PhD here, but it is really wonderful. I thank God and thank University of Sindh, and then everybody, our seniors who actually supported us here, that I was lucky enough to get this international scholarship. The international exposure definitely is very important in any academician's life or any professional's life, because वहाँ आप जाके दुनिया के मुख्तलिफ लोगों से मिलते हैं, दुनिया देखते हैं. It broadens your vision. तो अगर मैं UK की बात करूँगा तो of course maybe we will have to go into another full length session what were our experiences there. But I would definitely say that, see, for example, the time when I left for UK, we did not have a linguistics degree or linguistics program in Sindh University. It was because of our experience and our degrees there that we were able to start these programs here. So we don't have only now BS program in linguistics, but even MPhil and PhD. So this is one academic advantage that I'm talking about. But if I talk about the personal one, the individual one, of course, we had the chance to study together with so many international students, and then even so many teachers who came from different parts of the world, from Europe and from America. तो ये सारी चीज़ें आपको एक बेहतर प्रोफेशनल, एक बहुत बेहतर इंसान बनने में मदद करती हैं। आई एम नॉट सेइंग कि हम बेहतर इंसान तभी बन सकेंगे कि जब हम पाकिस्तान से बाहर जाते हैं। ऑफ कोर्स लाइक अच्छी एजुकेशन जहाँ भी हो, क्वालिटी एजुकेशन जहाँ भी हो, दैट कैन चेंज लाइव्स। बट आई अगेन रिपीट इट, आई सेड क्वालिटी एजुकेशन। जब क्वालिटी एजुकेशन नहीं होती, दैट may change a life, but that may not change a life for better. That actually ruin the life of the individual, and even that very negatively affect the nation and the society as well. As I said earlier, I would like to share my views about my working as a director. See, I really feel privileged that the institute which I once joined as a student, I became a lecturer there. Then now I am serving as a head of that institute. It really a great pleasure for me and a privilege for me. Since I have taken over, of course, Department of English or Institute of English is famous for its wonderful background, and then producing so many great students who are actually working in different parts of Pakistan. So my utmost effort has been to maintain those standards, and if possible we bring about some changes. See, because as I said earlier, now we don't have only BS program, we offer MPhil and PhD programs which did not exist earlier. So I realize that it is my responsibility, and it is the responsibility of all the wonderful faculty that we have got, that we maintain these standards and we produce students both at BS level and even postgraduate level, I mean MPhil and PhD students, who should be equipped with the knowledge which is actually required from a professional. I would like to add only one point here, that what has been at the back of my mind, that I believe that university education, higher education, is a privilege. Not many people in Pakistan, not many youngsters are actually able to afford that, or are even able to. So once it's a privilege, it's only a tiny minority who actually join that. It is the responsibility of the university administration, the teachers especially, that we have to provide them quality education. Because see, I'm not saying something very extraordinary, it's a very basic fact that the progress and the development of our country depends upon our educated youth, because they must be prepared for the challenges. So this has been my effort, that we have to maintain standards, we have to equip them. So this is the reason that we have improved our MPhil and PhD programs, and I can proudly say that what we are offering, the knowledge, the subjects, the expertise that we share with them, it is actually similar to any world-class institute. So I believe that with our efforts, inshallah, our Institute of English and University of Sindh will progress, and then inshallah will achieve glory in future. Thank you.